Everyone, this is Shay, and today I got one heck of a video. Um, Title says some of it, but this video, you're going to see a CV duel like you haven't seen before. I know a lot of you are not big carrier fans, but this game was pretty epic. It's going to be back and forth on the points quite a bit. My team will even be down at some point 2 versus 5. So I recommend sticking around to the end because it was it was an epic game for both sides, and it was just really amazing. Now I have 3 rules when playing a carrier. Rule number one: if there are 3 or more destroyers, you need to try to find them. I didn't find the one here at B cap either. He went towards C, or he's more in between A and B, or or whatever, or maybe the carrier protected him with the fighter cover, which is possible. And I got too close to the fighters because I'm going to get chewed up right here. I'm only going to get 2 out of my 4 torpedoes off right at that last. Lost all 6 planes, got 2 torpedoes off. But we're going to hit both of these torpedoes with a flood. Just shy of 8,000 damage. And the Jean Bart that I hit put out that flood right away. And I don't blame him. And when I play battleships, I hate floods. I rather have 3 fires versus floods because you can have equipment and skills that counter fires, but you just don't. There's not a lot to counter flooding. Flood is probably the most devastating attack on any ship in the game because the, the length of time and the amount of damage is just massive. And that's just on one flood. If you could take 2 or 3 you're over quick. And floods also have another side effect on ships that's not really talked about. It slows your ship down. You're not going your max possible speed, so it makes it easier to be hit by the, your opponents. And here we're going after the terrible. We're going to get a bomb hit on him and a fire. He's probably going to put out the fire, but when I play in ships with no smoke as destroyers, I tend not to go to the cap too early, especially when I know there were ships on the other side of the cap. I want to be setting up ambushes at this point instead of trying to take the cap, trying to prolong the fight as much as possible with my spotting, because he's got support of 2 battleships. If he was doing more of a support role in spotting instead of trying to cap and throw a ship away right now, because that's what he's doing. He's throwing a ship away. Um, he's no use to his team when he's dead. The battleships lose their eyes up close. Now they got to deal with my team that has carrier support, a battleship, cruiser, and a destroyer. Those combos are not good for any battleship because you got big derpy guns and you got the Durka type guns. The cruisers and destroyers got torpedoes. It's just not a fun situation when you're alone in battleships. And the Iowa's pushing in. Our goal is to stop them from capping on capture base A, because rule number 2 with carriers is stop cap progress. Whether it be capture the flag or domination mode, the object to stop the other team from scoring points as much as possible. As you can see, this game is close. Both sides are 2 ships down, and the points are within 10 points. It's anyone's game right now. We're still in the first third of the game. This eye was on fire. He probably put out the fires. First chance he got before those torpedoes hit, because I just hit him with a flood and 4 torpedoes. Remember what I said earlier with the jump part? The guy put out the flood right away. This Iowa isn't able to put out that flood. He is ticking away. He's going to lose to one of those torpedoes causing a flood. That's how devastating flood damage is. Just watch my damage tick up. We're at 38, and it's going to be 39. That was 1,000 tick. Another 1,000 tick. Every 2 to 3 seconds here, it's 1,000 damage. It looks like that is pretty brutal. As the floods are slowing down, though, the damage will go down a little bit, but it is massive, massive damage. You know, so there, yeah. Before I even got my
Battleship
bombers to
destroyed.
go finish him off, now we got the Prince Heinrich over here. He's the last one left, and the Prince Heinrich, we're gonna drop bombs on him. We're gonna try to get some fires on him, and since the Iowa's no longer here, my planes are going to last a little bit longer. The Iowa has stronger AA than the Prince Heinrich. We got one or fire on him, so he's going to be ticking away. I don't know if he's on cooldown or if he's being smart, but we'll find out here in a moment because we're going to put another fire on him if I remember right. And if we get another fire on him, then we know he's got cooldown. And boom. All right, we got two fires on him. Ticking away, ticking away. Yeah, he's got two fires. Now we're just trying to finish him off. Now here, our battleship turns right into his uh, well-timed torpedoes by the Prince Heinrich. He's going to take a torpedo and three of my bombs. Pretty much damn near kills him there. And I think he's going to die to damage over time
The
from
enemy is
our
about to win.
the Hawk. Yeah, looks like the torpedo hit got him. Another torpedo. So he launched one at the last second before he died. Okay, we're down one ship and down over 100 points at this point in the game. And like I said, the points were seesaw. Now we're still down
Autopilot
100
mode
points,
enabled.
and but we own two caps. This is what kept us in the game for the most of this game, is us having majority of caps. We prevented them from capping A. We capped B and C for a while. We lost B. Now we have A and C, and we're down to three ships versus their five at the moment. We're down almost 200 points, and we're in the last half of the game. And at this point in the game, I've watched enough community contributors play the game, and they'll say this game's a loss at this point. And a lot of times they're right, but I don't like it because you never know what could happen. You don't know if it's a Game of Thrones situation or some heroics are going to come out of nowhere. And it's like, we're going to try to finish off the Jean-Bart here. We got him really close to death with that last torpedo strike. We're going in. We're sacrificing planes here, trying to get him killed. And I don't think we got it. He's going to turn right at the moment. And we're only going to get one torpedo hit. If we had both, we would have killed him. We only got one. It wasn't enough. All we got was a base defense and a target hit. So we prevented them from scoring. So we still maintained rule number two. Um, or actually, that's rule number three. Rule number three overrides rules number one and two. Rule number two is actually attack the closest ship to you. And at the moment, the closest ship on the map in a cap, so the cap overrides, is that battleship in cap C. Our destroyer's getting B at the moment. And like I said, we have had control of the caps through most of this game. And that's what's kept us in this game. Or we would have been pointed out already. There's just no questions about that. The destroyer did an excellent job playing the objectives, playing for the bases, not YOLOing to get a kill. He's in the right place, right time. I'm trying to get to the right places, right time. I'm trying to prevent caps. I don't think I got to this battleship in time. It was just other side of the map, the length of time. That's I should have probably moved my carrier closer towards the middle, but I would have put myself more in jeopardy because they have more ships than we do. So I decided to keep myself right there, tucked behind that island at A. And here, boom. Now, yeah, that was just bad RNG. But that's the difference between the Lexington and the Saipan. Lexington's the tier 7 tech tree. It's better at dive bombers than it is at torpedoes. The Saipan is a premium bureau ship for tier 7 at that's better at torpedoes than it is as dive bombers. And we'll explain that a little bit more when we come up to the CV duel, which is coming up here in a couple more minutes. It's going to be just it's going to be exciting. It was exciting for me to play. I was nervous. Um, I was down hit points and everything from the start of that duel. It was fun. Okay, we're now going in the last third of this game. I'm going after the Atago. He's going after capture B. Remember, the object's to stall the points as much as possible. We're down by 30 points here, roughly. And the object's to slow them from trying to speed up on this. We detected their carrier. I'm going to ignore the carrier, even though he's a close threat. But this Atago, my rule was stop points. And that's the whole goal of this. And we're going to get torpedoes off. I'm going to reset here because I was down to one torpedo plane at that point. And we managed to get base defense there. And we're going to go after the Atago with dive bombers. And we want trying to stop that cap from happening. Our destroyer, he finished off that battleship that we went after in sea. He's going to go after the sea cap at this point, which is the right move to do. We got 4 minutes left, plenty of time to cap it, slow their points progress. And here I'm trying to get the Atago, but he's going to capture the base right before I can get my bombs off. And we're going to get a fire on him. And I believe he put it out. Okay, this was big. Because I'm going to get 2 more fires on him right here. Even as a cruiser player, do not put out the fires on a single fire when you know you're being harassed, because you want to wait till you get 2 or 3 fires before you put him out. I'm going to drop bombs and get 2 fires on him. That's damage over time. He cannot stop. Yeah, the cruiser damage isn't, or the fire length isn't as big as on a cruiser as a battleship, but it's still very vital to your ships, especially here in the late game phase. Now, here's the carrier duel. Me and the Grass Fay. He is up full hit points to my half hit points. He's already got a head start on me. He's on a second, third attack run on me. I'm now finally getting to attack him. He's in points. I'm trying to stop points progress here again because he's trying to get the capture point. I'm going to get a torpedo hit. We're at 110,000 damage. Fighting for my life here. I'm trying to stay alive. Trying to get where I'm not going to get too badly hurt here. Put up some fighters. I'm trying to increase my cap defense with extra fighters. I got to clear skies. I'm deplaning him faster. He's deplaning me. He's already given up a lot of fighters and stuff. And this is where I'm going to start giving him a lot of my fighters. And we get 12,000 on the Grass Fay. Now, if this was the Lexington, that would have been probably a 16 to 20,000 damage hit. Lexington's dive bombers are so much better than Saipans. But right now, this is what I have left. Because my torpedoes, I'm down to 1 torpedo plane right now. He's deplaning me. I've already deplaned him. He'll get his Clear Skies medal. But this duel is exciting. We're just going back and forth at each other. It is no holds barred, mano a mano, till death do us part kind of thing. And we're doing our best we can here. We managed to keep a bulk of our fighters because he didn't have his fighter up. I think either he has no more left or it's on cooldown for our release more. Nope, there they go. They just released. But at this point, we're going to get more, and 6,000. That was kind of disappointing. I was hoping for another 12,000. Launch a single torpedo, and we're still shooting down planes left and right. And he's pretty much out of planes. He's doing minimal damage. I've shot down at this point 31 planes, 32 planes now. He's shot down probably just as much with mine. It's just amazing. We're running out of time here. Less than a minute in the game. Get my torpedoes off. Now I'm going to get my last 3 dive bombers. We got flood damage on them. We're at 149. It's ticking. And 150. And we just want 1 good strike with this. We don't want a 6,000. We want a 12,000 hit, like we did earlier. And here we go. What do we get? 6,000. But He was on flood and two fires on top. He's fire. This is where we're going to end the game at 163,000 damage. This was an exciting CV duel at the end of the game. Um, it was within short range. We deplaned each other. It was just phenomenal. And when we have four floods, 10 fires, 12 base offense, 14 torpedo hits, 30 bomb hits, 36 planes shot down, high caliber, clear skies, excellent game. And we had a base XP of 3,399. It's definitely one of my better carrier games played to date. And it was nail biting till the end. It was nip and tuck. Both teams fought hard. And I want to give a shout out to the Jean Bar player at the end of that game. He he gave me a message saying great game. And it when I saw the base experience point switch right now, my jaw, I didn't think I did that. I think I did like 2,500 at best. But yeah, this was a fun game. Punch the like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.